A hell of a number, yes. I agree. I love my mama. She did well for my father not to be around. Not one part of my life.
You don't have the last comment.
I'm just agreeing.
Let's let the guest have the last comment.
I'm just agreeing. Mecca, you hit a nerve. Good. I like that.
Check me out, y'all.
Who going next?
I'll go next.
What?
This Breezy?
Nah, Q Mick.
No, this
Oh,
Q.
Q. I'm sorry, Q. We. Okay, Q. Go ahead. Get it in.
No, I'm just saying right quick, like, yo, tell you like this right here, you know what I'm saying? 20 years ago, when I was just about 10 and a half, my father passed. And my mother was just pretty much left to raise me on her own. I mean, my brother, he was off doing his thing with his wife and his family. I mean, now what my mother did was just, I mean, it's like, how can I say? My father was in my life, you know, well enough, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like, I observed the interaction between, you know, he and my mother. Not to mention, my mother would always tell me stories, you know, of their interaction, you know, and it was just, you know, very laid back and very diplomatic and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? It's like, they wouldn't at each other's throats and stuff. I mean, my mother pretty much, you know, gave me the knowledge, you know, and the wisdom to be a man based off the model that my father was. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes down to, like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to the whole thing of, like, how to treat women and stuff like that, I mean, yeah, man, it's whatever. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You be nice and, you know what I'm saying, pretty much don't try to, you know, rush into things or whatever. Yeah, agreed. But, I mean, when it came down to the sex talk, yes, my mother had to give me, you know what I'm saying, the sex talk or whatever. And, you know, she was just pretty much on the whole thing of, you know, now I really wish you would wait, you know what I'm saying, until, you know, one of three things: you're married, or you're 18 and are an adult, or 3, if you feel like you can't wait, please go to the store and protect yourself, because there's way too much stuff going on out here to be catching unprotected.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Sort of like that the Outkast lyric in Bombs Over Baghdad. You know what I'm saying? Consequences are given for living defenseless.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna make me rap.
It's pretty much what it was. I mean, now, when it comes down to it, like I said, it's just my mother, you know what I'm saying, from the time I was 10 and a half all the way to, you know, 18, so forth and so on. I mean, like I say, she just pretty much, you know, made sure that not only that, she made sure I did manly shit. She made sure that I knew how to change the tire and check oil and, you know what I'm saying, hell, if need be, replace the radiator and alternator in damn Lincoln and Chrysler I had. You know what I'm saying? She knew how to do this shit because my father taught her how to do this.
What?
Yeah. Yes, and my mom taught me how to do this.
Pull wrenches out?
Radiator.
That's what I'm saying.
Change tire. You know what I'm saying? Check oil. Check transmission fluid. You know what I'm saying?
Where you live at, Q? Q, where you from?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right, so when my shit breaks down, I'm bringing my shit back to your motherfucking house. You better learn how to fix my truck.
Shit,
All right.
no doubt.
All right. Next up on the last thoughts, who we got? Who didn't speak yet?
Me.
Okay, Max, go ahead.
Oh, Bruce. Oh.
Max said enough.
Bottom line is this. You can't keep blaming society. You can't keep blaming music, rap music, video games, and all this shit for the way your kids turn out. Regardless of what they get exposed to. They get exposed to these videos, they get exposed to video games, all that crap. The bottom line is that it started with the parents. You teach your kids what's right and wrong, not the video games. They can play them video games all they want to. When I grew up, I was listening to way worse shit than they got now. I'm talking about ghetto boys, talking about bras getting ears cut off and cut up with chainsaws, Ice-T, NWA, all that stuff. And I didn't go out selling drugs or doing none of that crap because my parents made sure that I knew if I did, I had to deal with them when I got home.
Dig
So
that.
you can keep saying that your kids get exposed to all this and you know, they looking up to these cats like role models. It ain't no way the hell that shit happen. Regardless of what they see. All of that started at home. And that's where it ended.
Dig that. Who's up next? Who's up next?
And then a spree.
That'd be me.
It's between Breezy
No,
and...
go ahead, Dom. Go ahead, Dom. I take the last.
Okay. So I'm going?
Yes, you're going.
Go ahead.
You're going, baby.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. The question was, can a woman raise a man?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Pretty much
Yes and no, because like literally
To be a man. Can a woman raise a man to be a man?
yes and no. Just like your earlier caller said, his father passed away when he was young. My father passed away when I was 4 and my brother was 2, and so.
Can I ask you a question? Hold on. Can I ask you a question just for 1 second?
Go ahead.
Their last
Go ahead.
thoughts.
What mic are you using? Because the shit sounds beautiful in my ears.
I'm using the earbuds that come with my iPhone.
And what doggone computer are you using?
I'm using a Mac.
Mac?
Mac.
Mac.
Pro.
M-A.
Or a Mac?
Obviously, it must not be clear. You done said Manak. What the hell is that? It can't be that clear. You
Would y'all
done
let
said
the woman
Manak.
speak? Let the woman speak. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let the woman speak.
Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was saying that
That shit is clear though. Damn.
my mom was forced to raise me and my brother by herself because she, my father died when we were 2 and 4, and the fact of the matter is there were positive male role models in his life, uncles he could look to, so it wasn't like she was the only influence on him, but she had to raise him on her own. And she would tell us while we were coming up, I have to be the mother and the father. I'm all you have, but he's a good man. He doesn't have any kids out there, he doesn't run around on these women. If he's with somebody, he's with that one person. But does he know everything he would know if our father would have not died so young? I don't know that. And maybe he would have had a different experience, and maybe he would know different things than what he does now. So I think it's important to have that male influence in a child's life. So I'm doing everything I can to have that positive male influence in my son's life.
I dig that. Do we have any more callers left that did not have anything to say?
Yeah, me.
Oh, is that Breezy? Okay,
Breezy.
go ahead, Breezy.
As far as genders raising opposite genders, a female could raise a man to a certain extent, but if the father is not available or around, then it also falls on the men that's in the family. Good quality men that's in the family that will take the child by the hand and teach him to be a young man. Okay? And the same thing is the opposite as far as fathers and daughters. Okay? If you got good women in your family, okay, and they step up to help you raise her to be the woman that she may be or appear to be, then they have to step in. Okay? Secondly, as far as that ratchetness shit is concerned about women having umpteen babies or whatever, what helps keep that generalization alive is also the media. You have the news, you have the Maury Show, you have the fucking Bill Cunningham Show, you have all these shows who focus on getting DNA tests because they don't know who the fuck their fathers are.
Right,
The fathers of their babies are.
A whole bunch of conversation that we
So
had tonight.
That is what keeps that shit alive. Okay? And from that, in society, that makes that a generalization on a certain group.
Exactly. The
Because if you look at it, most of it is mostly black folk on these shows doing this shit.
Acting a god doggone fool. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Breezy. I'm sorry.
That's my bottom line of it.
Before you go, can I say this?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
And this is not a knock. This is for all of us. It was said earlier that about we don't know what our kids do when we're not around them. Let me say this about all of us. when we weren't around our parents, we knew right from wrong, and they put the fear of God in us. We may have said, yeah, we effed up a couple of times, but look at us now. Everybody in the chat room, everybody on the Skype, look at us now. Are we fucked up?
No.
And we had a certain fear.
We're beautiful
They instilled
people.
a fear into us. Because if you fuck up, you got to come back and answer to me, goddammit.
Right.
That's why I'm saying, why is it not being passed on to the next generation? And then that's a whole other topic, because now government done stepped in, talking about you can't put your hands on your kids.
Oh shit! That's next Sunday.
But I'm saying, but that's a whole